reality. We're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Here as he's taken down. Malik McDowell able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press.
And touchdown! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Aftershocks are once again back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Aftershocks 10, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Now McManus for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chargers 14. Aftershocks 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and 4. Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Aftershocks have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. 17.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 29, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Chargers 21. Aftershocks 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Aftershocks.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Well, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for L.A. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now it's Herbert. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Aftershocks are back within a couple of the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Powering his way forward. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down, as good running gets him to about the 44.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Herbert off of play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Aftershocks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Aftershocks 35. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. A critical error there in a tight game with the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 19-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Allen. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second and goal, Allen. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for L.A.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football backwards. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 47-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses.